like it, yeah.
Squaring off for the second time in 3 weeks, Philly and Washington are set for this Week 17 rematch. The Eagles go for their 4th sweep with the football team in the last 5 years. It's Week 17, and it's next.
The weatherman got it right this time. Snow was forecasted, and it fell. It's still falling at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Set to go now from snowy Landover, and we are underway from FedEx Field. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They'll be led out by the bearded one in his 17th season in the NFL, the well-traveled Ryan Fitzpatrick. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Javon Hargrave. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. No, it's out. Smith lost it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Left side here to Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Fitzpatrick. The throw taken in by Sims. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let's go!
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. On 1st down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 41, Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
First down, Philadelphia.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Right side and taken in by Fulgham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. On first down, Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Chase Young. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Danny Johnson returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Fitzpatrick on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on a deep ball. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fitzpatrick again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for Washington, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29, Fitzpatrick. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick, and he rifles one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
On the return, Johnson.
Let's go, boys, let's go!
Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field.
He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do? Put up signs that say, roads closed.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Daron Payne. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Johnson won't return this, so the football will come out to the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Powering forward and shedding through the tackle. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. On second down, a run with Gibson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is brought in at the 21. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hurts.
The Sanders has got it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. 20. 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Gibson.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gibson again.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ryan Fitzpatrick keeping it himself from a yard out.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Eagles on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Hurts. Right side and taken in by Fulgham. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. Touchdown. It's complete. Logan Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts, and that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hurts throw taken in here by Fulgham.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll get this to Ward. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Complete. Smith has it.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flushed out right, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hurts will throw.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they moved to 7-9 on the year with the win.